Hello. I am hoping that Dr. Caitlin Nicole Friesen will join me. We had a phone conversation recently, and I sent her the link here. And I said I wasn't going to make it live, but I changed my mind. I think she should come and help me. And because I would like you to meet this woman who I am so proud of, that I love so much, that are the is the pride and joy of my and Corolla, my bride Corolla, our life, the pride of our life, the joy of our life is Dr. Caitlin Nicole Friesen. She's an amazing human being. We had a conversation earlier. I hope she's going to join me, because what I would love for her to do with me is we used to sing some songs together. And that was so important to me, so valuable to me. I forgot how meaningful that was to me. And I think when she didn't want to sing songs with me anymore, I think that kind of broke my heart a little bit. I think I needed to find different ways. And I would love, she was that part of growing up that she shouldn't want to sing songs with her dad. I get it. But now I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm inviting, I'm invoking, I'm saying, please come join me, my beloved daughter, and sing a song with me. Please. If you know Dr. Caitlin Nicole Friesen, why don't you just shoot her a note and tell her, go join your dad? Come on. How bad could it get? You know he loves you. All right. In the meantime, how about some singing? Way out here in the cotton, some beating down so hard, some beating off of that shovel, digging in the devil's boneyard. Sure like a cool drink of water, a soft rag to soothe my face. Sure like a woman to talk to in this place. It's 110, 110 in the shade. Got one way down. Honey, won't you honey, won't you carry me? Way out there in the cotton, sun beating down so hard, sweat rolling off of this shovel, digging in the devil's boneyard. I sure like a cool drink of water, a soft rag to soothe my face. Sure like a woman to talk to in this place. It's 110, 110 in the shade. Got one way down. Mama, won't you carry me? Got one way down. Mama, won't you carry me? Got one way down. Mama, won't you carry me? You know what? There's a song I tried the other day there for the first time. What is it called again? Cash on the Barrelhead. Hallelujah. Let's give that a try. Got in a little trouble at the county seat. Lot they put me in the jailhouse for loafing on the street. When the judge heard the verdict, I was a guilty man. He said $45 or 30 days in the can. Said that'll be cash on the barrelhead, son. You could take your choice. You're 21. No money down, no credit plan. Oh, no time to chase you, 'cause I'm a busy man. Find a telephone number on a laundry slip. I had a good-hearted jailer with a 6-gun hip. He let me call long distance. He said, number, please. And no sooner than I told her, she shouted out at me, "There'll be cash on a barrelhead, son, not part, not half, all but the entire sum. No money down, no credit plan, 'cause a little buddy told me you're a traveling man. 'Cause a little buddy told me that you're a traveling man. 30 days in the jailhouse, I was feeling my 30 days in the jailhouse, 4 days on the road. Lord, I was feeling mighty hungry, my feet a heavy load. I saw a greyhound a coming, stuck out my thumb, stuck out my thumb. Just as I was seated, the driver caught my arm. He said, "That'll be cash on a jailhard, son. When the engine starts, Lord, the wheels won't run." And give me, oh, when messed it up. Saw a greyhound coming, stuck up my thumb. Just as I was being seated, the driver caught my arm. Said, "That'll be cash on the barrelhead, son. This old gray dog, she don't This old gray dog gets paid to run. This old gray dog gets paid to run. When the engine starts, Lord, the wheels won't roll. Get the cash on the barrelhead. I'll take you down this road. I'll take you down this road." Okay, that's pretty fun. A few more. Oh, I think I will sing that song 8,754 times in my lifetime and enjoy it more each time. Let us see if Dr. Caitlin Nicole Friesen has joined me. She has not. Daughter. Okay. You know what? That's okay. That's all right. She's not comfortable. I'm okay. Oh, wait. There's messages. Has she been messaging me? Okay. Maybe we're playing message tag. What time is it? She tried texting me. Oh, that's like an hour ago. Text her. I sent her email. I'm going to text her. Hey, joining me. You know I am live, of course. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. She'll know what I mean. She got it. Okay, so how about since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of Lonely Street at Heartbreak Hotel, where I feel so lonely, baby. I feel so lonely. I feel so lonely I could die. Although it's always crowded, you still to find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry there in the gloom, oh baby. They'll make you so lonely, baby. They'll make you so lonely. They'll make you so lonely they could die. They'll make you so lonely I could die. The bellhop's tears keep flowing, and the desk clerk's dressed in black. They've been so long on Lonely Street, well, they never get back, oh baby. They'll be so lonely, baby. They'll be so lonely. They'll be so lonely I could die. And they'll be so lonely I could die. How about my daughter, who I mentioned previously, and I were talking about singing a song, and she said, "What song kind of engages you in when you sing it?" And then I said, "That is a very astute question. That is a song from somebody who likes to sing, who likes to feel the expression within them? And the answer is, that was a great introduction, wasn't it? Okay, but what's the song I'm talking about? All right. Gonna have to put my glasses on, adjust my britches to figure this one out. Okay, come on, my favorite human. I know you can do it. Love you. Let's get her done, buddy. Let's get her done. Okay. What's it called? What is it called? At this moment. At this moment. Yes, at this moment. Okay. Do I need the lyrics for it? Probably not. But you know what? Just for fun, I'm going to bring them up. What if I stumble? What if I miss a note? Thousands would be disappointed. People would cry. Say, look at, we thought he was perfection. But alas, he is fallible human being like us all. All right, here it is. Billy Vera. Ooh, sorry for coughing in your ear. What did you think I would do at this moment when you're standing before me with tears in your eyes, trying to tell me that you have found you another and you just don't love me no more? What did you think I would say at this moment when I'm faced with the knowledge that you just don't love me? Did you think I would curse you or say things to hurt you when you just don't love me no more? Did you think I could curse you or raise my hands to you? Now come on, you know me too well. How could I hurt you when, darling, I love you and you know I'd never hurt you? No, no. What did you think I would say at this moment? If you'd stay, I'd subtract 20 years from my life. I'd fall down on my knees, kiss the ground that you walk on, baby. If I could just hold you again, I'd fall down on my knees, kiss the ground that you walk on, baby. If I could just hold you. If I could just hold you. If I could just hold you again. Well, that was enjoyable. Okay, is the daughter joining me? She is not. Honey, sweetie, Dr. Caitlin Nicole Friesen, come to your father. Come join your father. It's the Luke. You're Luke. I'm Obi-Wan. What do you want? I'm Yoda. You're Luke. Come join me. Please. How long? How long can he possibly keep this up, you might say? Oh, watch me. Watch and see. Okay, how's about? Well, it'll be good now. Oh, how about? How about? She texted me. Yes, hallelujah. We have contact. Yes, come join me please. See if she's going to join me. If this doesn't work tonight, I might make this a series. I might make every episode, instead of the acapellist healing therapy, the quest for his daughter to come sing with him. And what if, think about this, what if we could even get Corolla to come sing with us? When she's relaxed, when she's just having fun, she expresses a beautiful singing voice, but she is very self-conscious about it. Caitlin has an amazing voice, but I don't think I was supportive enough. I think I was competitive with her instead of collaborative and supportive. And I think that shows my immaturity. So, Dr. Caitlin Nicole Friesen, please come join me. You know, I need your help. If you were a Blackfoot man, I would say, Sumokit napi, which means in Blackfoot, come help me, brother. But instead, I don't know what the word is. So, Sumokit, beloved daughter. There's going to be a phrase for it. Sumokit. I don't know what it would be. Come join me, please. And how about this in the meantime? How about need help with your relationships? I took my troubles down to Madame Rue. You know that gypsy with that gold cap tooth. She's got a pad down on 34th and Vine, selling little bottles of love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. I told her that I was a flop with chicks. Been that way since 1956. She looked at my palm and she made a magic sign. She said, what you need is love potion number 9. She bent down and turned around and gave me a wank. She said, I'm gonna mix it right up here in the sink. It smelled like turpentine. It looked like Indian ink. I held my nose. I closed my eyes. I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything inside. But when I kissed a cop down on 34th and Vine, he broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. He broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. I told her that I was a flop with chicks. I've been that way since 1956. She looked at my palm and she made a magic sign. She said, what you need is love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Now, another story about Dr. Caitlin Nicole Friesen, our beloved daughter, is that her and my sister Lorna, we are very alike, and I sang a song at my father's passing, at his funeral. And it was a beautiful testament to a very nice man. My father was a very nice man. He did the best he knew how to do to raise me. He did a lot of things right. There's some things that I kind of went astray on my own. But I had wonderful, wonderful parents that I'm very grateful for. So when I sang this song, then I think of my father, Ed Friesen, And when I think of him, I think of my mother, Nettie Friesen. She was a very good woman. Love her so much. And I think of William Golden in 1918 writing down the words of this song with his feather, his feather quill and his ink, writing out these words of the song. So it's a beautiful, beautiful song about caring, is basically what it is. Okay. I'll go check to see if the beloved Caitlin is here. She is not. Honey, how long before you come join me? You know I'll be nice. I'll be kind. It'll be fun. You will smile and laugh. And if you sing, if you come and join and sing, you are going to have an audience who says and believes, what an amazing voice from an incredible human being. I'm glad you're sharing it with me. Why would you come do that? Okay. Each day I'll do a golden deed by helping those who are in need. My life on earth is but a span, and so I'll do the best I can. Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days and I must go to meet the deeds that I have done, where there will be no setting sun. The only life that will endure is one that's good and kind and pure. And so for God, I take my stand. Each day I'll do the best I can. Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days, and I must go to meet the deeds that I have done, where there will be no setting sun, where there will be no setting sun, where there will be no setting sun. Okay. See if Caitlin's here. Hallelujah. Honey, how are you?
Hi, Dad.
I am so glad you joined me. Oh, I don't know if you know how proud I am of you. Do you know that?
I love you very much.
Yes. Yes, I love you too. I think you're an amazing human being. And you know how my course of study, the things that I've been doing and kind of my refocused kind of life forward that I'm thinking of. Am I kind of clear to you on that, what I'm thinking of there?
Sort of. Yep.
Okay. So anyways, in that path, it occurs to me that that there's this thing called the man box, and that I and all men are conditioned to, and depending on your household, the knowledge of your household, the education of your parents, who they're connected to, what the age of your kids are, any of those age of just the resources you have available, if you learn, or often you learn some things that are really screwed up in this man box. And it's very unhealthy regarding how men regard women. And I know that I have certainly been very insensitive in the past, very insensitive. And I know part of that is being selfish, but part of it is just not being dialed in to things that you might be sensitive about for, and experiences where you are trying to be your authentic self, and I dampen your enthusiasm or take away any, interest or love that you share because I don't want to spend the money, or it's going to inconvenience me. I don't want to put more time in, right? I don't want to drive to another event or whatever. It's kind of where selfish interests and immature parent perhaps dampened or in some way made you feel less than the amazing human being you are, of whom we love very much. Your mother would say that too. She's not going to come do this. So
Has mom come inside?
yeah, mom's inside. She's upstairs right now, but she hasn't come inside the house.
Oh, have you guys talked?
Yes, we're live on Facebook. Did you know that?
Okay.
Okay, good. Excellent. Because now, are you going to sing with me, beloved daughter?
I don't know. I was getting ready for bed. It's
You're
almost
getting ready for
midnight.
bed.
Mm-hmm.
You probably never watch me sing, do you? You watch me sing
Sometimes.
sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you ever heard me introduce the song Love Could Build the Bridge?
I don't think so.
Oh, do you want to hear it?
Let's hear it.
Okay. And if you feel we trade verses, I'll sing a verse because we can't really harmonize, but we trade verses. So I stop, you sing a verse, I jump in, sing a verse if you want, if that's comfortable for you.
Well, let me hear you sing first.
All right. Okay, do I have to look up the lyrics? Hang on a second. How's it go? I would gladly, I would. Hang on one second. I had it up just the other day. I was singing it. Oh, here it is. Here. Okay. Here's my introduction first, honey. My introduction. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to put this on the screen share, and then we'll both see the lyrics.
Perfect.
Your father's a damn genius. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. That was almost unsolicited and everything, wasn't it?
True.
Okay, where did I just put it? Oh, no. I'm trying to share a tab. It's not a tab. Is it a window? It's not a window. It's not an entire screen. Son of a bitch. Okay, I don't know how to do that. Do you know the lyrics to the song?
Are you looking at them on a website?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you look them up on your website. I have them here.
Or you could just paste it in the chat.
Oh, honey. You know what?
What?
I think that a lot of times there's lessons I could learn from you, and in so doing would make me a better human being, but I was reluctant to accept them from you because you're, one, a female, and two, I'm the adult. I'm supposed to be the parent who knows all the shit. I'm supposed to be the person who has this figured out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, okay, I'm going to put this in the chat, we said.
Yeah.
All right. Good. You're a genius. Okay, now. Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, this chat displays kind of funny. Can you see it differently?
Did you just paste the lyrics?
Yeah, I pasted the lyrics in there.
Oh, I meant you could paste in the chat the link to the website you're looking at.
Oh, okay. You go find it then.
Okay.
Take a minute to find it. I have it in a Word document that when I need the lyrical support, then I do that. So I'll get that out of the way. All right. Okay, so here's how I introduced this song.
Okay.
The first time I ever heard this song was at Sunnyside School when my daughter, the now Dr. Caitlin Nicole Friesen, of who I'm so proud and I love so much, when her and her classmates were singing this song, and it was so beautiful and so earnest, and I cried because it was so sweet. And so that's how I start this song. And if you recall, it goes, I gladly walk across the desert with no shoes. You're kind of wincing. You're kind of wincing.
I just don't remember how it goes at all.
Okay, all right. Now, Caitlin, the judge or who did this song. So
Yeah.
think two beautiful, harmonious female voices,
Mhm.
not a kind of I think I have kind of a growl, a little bit of a bluesy growl. Do you agree?
Yeah, from what I heard when I signed on though, you're not growling as much as you were before.
I'm not?
You
Okay.
hampered down your growl a little,
Did I? Okay,
which
cool.
sounds nice.
Does it? Okay,
Mhm.
excellent. Excellent. All right. So, where were we? Are we going to sing this song together? Is that what we're going to do?
I'm gonna listen to you sing
All
at
right.
the very least.
Okay. All right. So, uh, okay, sounds good. I've never I've never really had an audience. Like I don't know how to do this like with an audience. I'm sorry, and you know.
I thought you were always live on YouTube.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if anybody's watching or anything, right? Nobody comments or nothing. The odd time I get a little message of like a private message saying, "Hey, wanted to let you know like what you do, or I watch it sometimes, and thanks for the smile." And
That's
cool,
nice.
yeah, that's nice. You know
Mhm.
what I think it is? I think that people feel uncomfortable if, let's say, they go on there and they say, when I'm 4 minutes in, "Oh, hey,
Mhm.
that's fun, ha ha ha." I think in my mind, "Ooh, they're here for the rest of the show." And the
Mm,
reality is I can sing far, far longer than anybody can listen.
mm,
That's the reality. Because singing for me is so enjoyable,
mhm,
like what it does within my body, for me, like spiritually and emotionally and physically, just like uh, that's enough reward right there. So I'm not I sort of sing for what often how I feel the most vibration in my chest.
mm,
And I learned that from your mom took me to introduced me to the Alexander technique. And with the Alexander technique, they said that that is what it was. That it was when you're at your optimum, when you had the most vibration in your chest.
hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. You said you're going to jump in here. Or
I said,
no, you didn't say that, and I don't want you to do something you're uncomfortable. Okay. Wait a minute. Are we doing Golden Deed or are we doing no, we'll do this.
okay.
Each day I'll do a golden deed by helping those who are in need. My life on earth is but a span, and so I'll do the best I can. Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days, and I must go to meet the deeds that I must have done, where there will be no setting sun. The only life that will endure is one that's kind and good and pure. And so for God, I'll let my stand. I'll take my stand. Each day I lend a helping hand. Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days, and I must go to meet the deeds that I have done, where there will be no setting sun, where there will be no setting sun, while going down life's weary road. I try to lift some traveler's load. I try to turn the night to day, make flowers bloom along the way. Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days, and I must go to meet the deeds that I have done, where there will be no setting sun, where there will be no setting sun. I journey on with rapid speed and help someone in time of need. I'll help the sick. I'm poor and weak, and words of kindness to them I'll speak. Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days, and I must go to meet the deeds that I have done, where there will be no setting sun.
Ooh, beautiful. Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you remember the song?
Well, you switch songs.
Well, yes, but this is the song we sang at Grandpa's funeral.
Is it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. 100% sure.
Okay.
Should we call Lorna and ask her to confirm?
No, it's
Okay.
late.
Okay. So, yes, for sure it is that. So, now, Love Can Build the Bridge is the one that I switched from, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to go back to that because that's the song that I always tell about you and your classmates singing, and that it touched my heart.
Mm.
I gladly walk across the desert with no shoes upon my feet, to share with you the last bite of bread I had to eat. I would swim out to save you in your sea of broken dreams. When all your hopes are sinking, let me show you what love means to me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? I would whisper love so loudly every heart could understand. Love and only love can join the hearts of man. I would give my heart's desire so that you might see. The first step is to realize that it all begins with you and me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? When we stand together, it's our finest style. We can do anything, anything. We're believing in the power Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? 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 I love that song.
Nice.
Whew. Do you want to sing some?
Oh,
You don't have to, but if you want to, I know you have a beautiful singing voice. I've heard it so many times, and especially when you just allow yourself to relax and release it.
mm.
Now, think about this. When do you sing best?
Probably in the car because I don't have to worry that I'm disturbing anyone.
Okay, so your concern is the welfare of others. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in this case, we're here singing. Everybody else, they don't have to watch it all, right?
I can hear my upstairs neighbor's cough. So it's midnight. So if I belt
Oh,
out a song, they would probably hear it.
okay. Well, all right. Well, then, do you want to just I'll tell you a story about a little bit of an insight that I had.
Sure.
Would you like to hear it?
Let's hear it.
Okay. I am a very good justifier. I find things that I would what would you call wish for maybe, and then I kind of have ways to justify how it makes sense. And when I when that is addressed and when that's pointed out to me that I'm just making up a justification and am more clear about the how my actions might be have greater ramifications for others that I don't want, that that these justifications I haven't kind of thought them through. So that's, I guess, what I'm getting at. I kind of I get on a track says, "Oh, hey, what if this might work?" But I don't want to know the rest of the details. I just kind of throw the idea out there and think that might be something that works, and everybody might benefit. And then when you think through the ramifications, then it's less than ideal. So I'm a good justifier, and actually, that is what I want to chat with you about, because I think probably lots of times I justified my behavior because I didn't want to be critical of myself, because I felt that I couldn't stand, if you will, the criticism.
Hmm.
I think that I, in some respects, wasn't mature enough to be your father, the best version, and I would like to be that now. And also, I would like to have a singing partner again. Is there any way we can make that work? Just a little bit of your time for a singing partner thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't have to have lights and fancy mic like this, but you could. And you could dress all glam, have the twinklies. I could send you the same background I got from Jose's there and the same lights.
It's okay.
You could set them up.
Mhm.
I'm liking the sound. Aren't you excited about this?
I don't need more things in my house. It's a
Okay.
small house. But
Okay.
it's a cute idea, regardless.
All right. Well, you know what? You don't need all that because you have true talent.
Mm.
I have enthusiasm, but not particularly talent, and kind of an odd style that a lot of people find they don't like it. That's okay. But you have a very pleasing, beautiful voice. See, so that we could be kind of the beauty and the beast. I could sing the songs maybe that would be more appropriate with a raspy voice, and you could sing the beautiful songs. The Rose, you know the Rose, and you sing that song very well. But I did not encourage you enough. Why did I not encourage you enough? Because I wanted you to tell me that I sang that song amazing. It's an ego thing, a self-esteem thing. I don't know what it is, but you sang it beautiful. Why don't you sing it now?
I am a very mediocre singer, which is
You
why
are not. You do not give yourself credit. And when I've seen you when you've been relaxed and singing, it was amazing. And I would be honored if you would share this with me. You know what? If there's anybody else who's watching this while we're streaming it and they don't like it, they don't have to watch it, right? There's what is the number? 50 hours of YouTube loaded up for every minute of every day. So there's an endless, infinite supply of stuff to watch. If somebody's watching it and they're saying, "Oh, I don't like it," go away. Don't watch it. Watch something that you want to watch. But Caitlin, so for you and me, I would be so honored if you would sing the rose for me, and if you would just do it, like put everything you have into it.
Well, tonight, if you recall, my upstairs neighbors are sleeping.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so even me singing is uncomfortable for you.
No, that's fine.
You don't think it bothers your upstairs neighbors then?
If I'm playing, they hear a faint music. I think that hearing something out of my laptop is different than me singing.
Okay, so do you feel comfortable with me singing another song?
You know, I do, but I also should go to sleep soon because I have to get this brain cell count protocol verified in the morning.
Wait a minute. The brain cell say that again?
I have to do cell counts of different brain regions in these mice. And so I have to have the protocol finished by tomorrow morning.
Okay, so you take these mice brain cells and do the count of them of what? How many cells are in?
I'm looking at, you talked about the hormone oxytocin before.
Yes, I did.
So the receptor for oxytocin and the receptor for vasopressin, you can see where they are in the brain by adding something that binds to those receptors but is tagged with radioactive isotopes. And
Okay,
so then I can see how radioactive it is as a way of understanding where those receptors are throughout the brain.
got it. And that is to, and then also to understand how they get the flow of the oxytocin to the receptors as well, correct?
This will know
Oxytocin
that.
is like a liquid, correct?
Oxytocin is a type of hormone.
Okay, but hormones are, they're not, they are a liquid of sorts. They move, they're not an electrical signal, correct?
We would call this a ligand in that it's something that has the right conformation to bind to a receptor.
The right
So they can
conformation.
travel through the bloodstream, hormones.
Hormones travel through the bloodstream.
That's one way that they can travel. A lot of hormones also connect is in the brain. They can move through the brain.
Right. Yes. Yes. Okay, so there's where it's electrical signals and
Electrical
chemicals.
signals just means ions. So when you talk about electricity, it's just because when you think any thought and you have a action potential in your brain, which results in an electric signal, it's a change of sodium and calcium ion concentrations.
Really?
hmm
Wow. Okay, you might have to say that again a little slower. So you're saying every time you have a thought,
hmm
it's like an exchange of molecules that you create in your brain. Is that correct?
Yeah, very, very fast, very quickly. When you have an action potential, what's happening is there's differences in concentration and that electrical gradient, and that then generates an electric signal.
Okay, that is beautiful. Okay, so now the thought, how much control, influence do you have over the thought you have?
I mean, the idea of like, ouch, I feel pain, and then my body responds, that
Yes.
you have no control over.
Right. That's the sensations you have. Right. I get
Mhm.
that. But how about the feeling of you feel sad? And because
Mm,
you feel sad, mm, you kind of change the flow of what's happening through your body, and it's cortisol instead of oxytocin.
mm. Cortisol doesn't always mean stress. Cortisol is what your body releases when it needs to make energy. And energy gets you need to make energy if there's a stressor, but you also need to make energy if your body's getting ready to run away from something.
Okay, so is cortisol just a too great a quantity of energy that hasn't been released?
No, cortisol is something that it is involved in the stress response, but it's also just involved in like a metabolic response, as a precursor to getting your body ready to break down sugar, for instance, so that you can mobilize energy.
Okay. Okay.
But it's easier to think of it as a stress hormone. It's just an oversimplification. In the same way that it's an oversimplification to think of oxytocin as a love hormone because it facilitates a lot of things. And it can be involved in pair bonding, it can be involved in affiliation, it can be involved in a lot of different things.
But the thoughts you have are what trigger the release of those hormones and those feel good chemicals or influences within your body. Is that a fair statement?
Kind of. Thoughts and emotions, one thing, are different. Um, and also some things you have like a physiological response in the absence of a thought that generates a cascade in your body. Um,
Okay, and that cascade that it generates is limited in duration to like 17 seconds, 18 seconds, unless you continue that pattern. Is that correct?
it depends. It depends on what's happening. It
Dr.
depends on what
Gill?
cascade's being activated.
Okay. Okay. Because there's a number of sequences that could trigger, you're saying just not one thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, our body is just a sequence of reactions.
How much influence do
Hmm.
you believe, or how much connection do you think there is between your mind and your body?
Mm,
Or are they even separate? Are they just one?
I would not say they're separate. I would say that one is like an emergent property of the brain, your mind being an emergent property of the brain.
Mind being an emergent property of the brain. Okay, sure. So kind of sort of where the functioning of the brain, the manifestation of the brain is the mind. That kind of
Yeah.
close?
Mhm.
Okay.
I have
So I
a
get
book
that.
that I think would be useful for you, I think you would be interested in.
Say that again.
I said, "I have a book that I think you would be interested in."
Tell me more. What's
It's
it
called
called?
How Emotions Are Made.
How emotions are made. Okay. So is this like, oh, here's an idea, honey.
Mhm.
We could do this for like 20 minutes every day at your schedule for you to come and teach me from that book. That I instead of me reading it, you teach me from the book.
No, I would love if you just read the book because
Oh,
she's a brilliant neuroscientist, and she created this book so that it could be read by someone who is not necessarily a scientist.
well, okay. But we know that this is your domain and you know it so well that you can express it clearer than I could probably understand it just from watching or reading a page. And that if, in fact, as you're explaining it, I don't understand something, I have the opportunity to say, hey, honey, wait a minute, slow that back. Wait a minute, rewind 5 seconds. What was that? And
What if
that,
you tried reading it and understanding parts and working through things you didn't understand, and then we met on a less frequent basis, and then you could talk about aspects of it that you didn't understand, or you
okay,
emailed them to me so that I could refer to them once we had time to do it.
okay, all right, fair enough. You know what? I feel sort of like where I am. I'm pushing a little bit too hard, and I apologize.
You mean like the 20 minutes a night where I teach you about neuroscience?
Yes, that kind of what I got carried away there again a little bit, didn't I? And see, that's where what am I doing? I'm thinking about what I would love in a self ooh, that'd be so enjoyable for me to spend that time, but I'm not really considering what your schedule is or your comfort level or your aspirations or your that this would tarnish your career and people would say, "Oh, don't hire her. Her dad's this acapellist guy." By the way, Google the acapellist. There's one. I don't know why that I enjoyed that so much, but I do.
Is it?
There's like 87 tiles of acapellas with this background, eh?
Well, the word acapella.
I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, "Hey, you just can't make up words, right?"
Well, no, I was gonna say that the word acapella is ACAPPELA. ELLA. So
That
perhaps it is your spelling, which is the reason that there's a solo acapellist.
well, go the other way. How many do you find when you spell it correctly?
Well, I don't know if it's a word.
What's that?
Is it a word?
If you look up acapella in anything,
I know, but
I don't
I don't think that the acapellist is a word, given that the only thing that comes up is you.
I I understand. Isn't that a lovely place to be that there's only one and I'm it?
Good job. You carved a niche out for yourself.
Well, I think so. In a world where there's so much where people don't know. Okay, anyways, maybe this might be sounding all egotistic. I'm gonna stop there. Okay, did you say you're gonna sing the rose? Is that what you said?
No, I said I'm gonna go to bed because I have to do this brain protocol in the morning.
Right, the brain protocol. Did I
Mhm.
tell you my story about my impetuousness today?
Mm, I don't
No.
know.
Okay, quick. I'll just briefly. The Toro. Do you remember the Toro? The one, the UTV that has the little box that lifts with the hydraulics and it has the red cab on it. It's a Toro Workman, an old
Mm,
one, 1999. All right, you don't remember it. Okay.
mm-mm,
Anyways, your mother and Sam use it for run around chores here doing chores.
mhm.
And it's built like a beast. But it's old and it's beat. It's just had a lot of hard use. And it's kind of like everything for it to fix it is crazy expensive. So it's like, I'm not so sure that we want to keep it around. But today, Sam was saying that she thinks there's antifreeze in the oil. And so that probably means then it needs motor work. And motor work, you remember from when we worked on that in Monte Carlo, you know what that process is, right? So it's kind of a fair bit of work to do and to keep it clean. And anyways, so I was just, oh, I don't want to know if I want to do that. So I did a Facebook Live saying, hey, here's this Toro. Here's what's wrong with it. Maybe you can fix it. I think it's beyond my capacity. If you have a Kubota 900 like this, I'd like one of those. Call me. So I just kind of did that Facebook Live. And then I walked away from that and said, oh, I probably should have consulted somebody about that before I did that. So I went to the arena to apologize to your mother. And when I apologized to your mother, because hey, should have been a decision we made together. I apologize. My bad. I kind of jumped ahead here. This is an issue for me. The universe keeps telling me this, and they're not using it as a compliment that I'm going too fast. They're saying, slow down. So, anyways, what happened then, she had said that about Sam loving that vehicle. And so that Sam would definitely not want to get rid of that Toro. And I said, yeah, okay. I jumped ahead. So then I was leaving. I talked to Sam, and Sam was so excited about the whole thing. Oh, no, we can't get rid of the Toro. We got to have the Toro. I kind of felt like I had committed adultery, that they were both very pissed at me because I was going to discard our loved one, that I was okay getting rid of somebody that we love so much. It was weird. Anyways, the point is they love that vehicle. So we're keeping it and we're going to find a way of fixing it. That's what's going to happen.
It doesn't sound like adultery.
No, it does not. But they were so pissed at me for saying, "Ooh, we're going to get rid of the Toro," that, I would say such a thing.
I'm saying your metaphor is bad. It sounds more like you put someone in a elderly home.
Somebody at an elderly home?
Or
Oh,
you
yeah.
were
Okay.
trying
Okay.
to euthanize.
Yeah. That's a good point. Okay. Speaking of that, have you ever heard the song Lucille?
Who is it by?
Fred, you didn't think you. I know you're trying to get off the call. I know you got stuff to do.
I gotta go to bed. It's past midnight here.
I know it's late. I know you're weary. I know your plans don't include me,
Kenny
but
Rogers at
still
me now.
here we are. What's that?
I said you're singing Kenny Rogers at me now.
That's actually kind of. I think that's closer to Bob Seger in the style.
Mm.
Yeah, because with Kenny Rogers, it's like on a warm summer's evening on a train bound for nowhere. I was riding ba ba da ba 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 ba
Fair
ba
point.
ba 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 ba, something like that.
Good thinking.
Okay, Lucille. I'll just briefly tell you. I'm not going to sing it.
Okay.
This guy has a relationship with a much older woman. He's 19. She's 40. Excuse me. When he turns 40, no, she's 50. When he turns 40, and they would go partying and driving wild and all that kind of stuff. And she loved partying with him, and he was a wild child kind of a thing. And she was right in there enjoying it. And they had this car that they loved to go and drive it real hard and go screeching through the tires on the turns. And so that ended, and then life went on. And then years later, his wife goes. The wife now has a relationship with a woman his age, kind of a thing, and she takes his old car and fixes it all up, and then brings it out to him. And he's so excited that he goes and he gets in the car and he goes over to the nursing home where this woman, Lucille, where she used to go partying with him, and goes and picks her out of the wheelchair and puts her in this car. And then they go screeching off and go relive these moments of screaming through the turns.
It's very pretty.
I thought so too. I loved it. Okay, you got to get going, right?
Yeah.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
And good night. You know what? Your mom's going to say, "Oh, you hogged all the time with your daughter." She might be watching. Is she watching? I don't know. Okay. I'll talk to her about hogging all the time with you. Maybe tomorrow you can talk to her. Do you have time to talk to her tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. If you could call your mother tomorrow, and that'd be some time with her. Okay? Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Okay. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.